evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live at Earl Boltz Stadium, and it's now November, and November means playoff football. We're here tonight to watch the visiting Hempfield Black Knights take on your Cedar Crest Falcons. So we're going to talk a lot about that game coming up, but first, we've got some other District 3 football games, some other action in our area, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at 4 games. These are our Fast Four playoff picks. So, Ike, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the 7 seed Cacalco Eagles are taking on the Hershey Trojans tonight, the 10 seed. Okay, and I just want to give a little playoff background. Cacalco coming into this game, they have won District 5A 3 out of the last 5 years, okay? And they're looking for 3 in a row this year. Meanwhile, the Trojans, this is their 2nd year in a row, okay? And they're starting to make a little name for themselves. For all you watching, if you have nothing to do tonight and you're looking to watch some high school football, come to Earl Boltz Stadium. Don't show up to this game, okay? This game is going to be low scoring, a lot of running, okay? I really think the ball is going to leave the fingers, okay? We all know Milton Hershey, right? Brought a lot of great things to this area, okay?
Yes, he did.
There's one thing that he did not bring.
What's that?
And that is a great football team. And I'm going with the Cacalco Eagles tonight.
All right. Mr. Ybarra?
Yep. So today I got Octorara Braves 5-5 versus the 6-5 Elko Raiders. All right, little backstory with this. Braves coming into this game losing 4 of 6. All right, trying to stop the bleeding. They did stop it a little bit last week, beating Donegal. All right, that's how you stop the bleeding. Good news for the Braves, though. They are 4-1 on the road.
Wow.
Unfortunately for them, though, that one loss is to Elko. All right, so a little bit of a revenge game, but a little bit of a prove-it game. All right, so they play on October 4th. All right, the reason the Raiders were able to get away and win 24-14 is they could run the ball. All right, running 250 yards on that Braves defense. All right, if you're not able to stop them that much, all right, you're not going to win this game. All right, so if the Braves want to have any chance of winning, they're going to have to stop the run. All right, I was in Jubilee a couple weeks ago, found myself a varsity.
Oh, no. Oh, man. What is this?
Varsity check. So I'm taking the
man. Yes.
Raiders, baby.
What a
Raiders.
pick. What a pick. Wow.
Hey, great pick, man.
Going to send it on over here to Mr. Ethan Rader.
Man, I've got a star-studded matchup between Exeter and Southwestern tonight. Exeter is 9-1, and they are the 8th seed. They are hosting the 7-3 Southwestern. Man, let me tell you a little bit about Jaden Zandier. Over 1,500 rushing yards, over 12 yards per carry, and 23 touchdowns on the season. He is their offense, man. Now, he's backed up by a quarterback, Riley Martinez, who does not make mistakes. This is a good offense. There's not going to be a lot of turnovers. But let me tell you a little bit about Southwestern's quarterback, Bryce Graham. Approaching a 2,000-yard season, he averages 2 yards a game, and this is a lot because of his deep receiving core. He can go to 8 guys at any time, and this includes star senior Declan Smith, who has allotted 338 yards in just 4 games. Now, the temperature's going to keep dropping tonight. That's going to make it hard to catch balls. That's why I think Exeter is going to run all over Southwestern. I've got Exeter tonight.
And for our final pick, we've got Logan Balmer. He's going to be breaking down the 6A game. This is a big matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Logan?
Now, I may be the joker, but I will be telling no jokes tonight. Here we have Governor Mifflin at Cumberland Valley. Now, I want to start with Cumberland Valley. Let's start with their quarterback, number 7, Grant Shepley. Boy, am I a fan of his work. This guy passes the ball. He knows how to throw football.
Classic.
And it's fun to watch. But you got to look at Governor Mifflin's defense. This defense makes plays, all right? They are going to look to pick that ball off on every single pass. So Grant Shepley, he's going to have to look after that. Now, on the other side of the coin, let's look at Governor Mifflin's offense. This is a ground and pound team. Very impressive. 2 great running backs, a very shifty, fast quarterback. It's a lethal running offense, and I think the heart of football is physicality And I think Governor Mifflin is the more physical team. Give me Governor Mifflin.
All right, love it. And I'm Mr. Worry. Probably should have started with that, but we're going to get right into Cedar Crest versus Hempfield, and it's going to be a big game. So a couple of things right off the bat, guys. 2 weeks ago on this field, Hempfield came here and they played a close game against the Falcons. Could have actually won. Final score was 31-27. Falcons pulled it out in the end. But I look at this and I'm sort of seeing a little bit of a revenge game for Hempfield. And another thing is, this is one of those games where you don't usually get to have a crack at the team that you played already one time for a second time. This is a game where now Cedar Crest and Hempfield, they know a little bit more about each other, and they got to play each other again. So huge matchup. Let's start talking about the offense. Mike, you want to start us off with the offense?
Yeah, so the offense has a lot of weapons, okay? They run the ball really well. They like to pass too. They do both, okay? And I don't think it comes down to the offense tonight, actually, but we're going to talk a little more about the offense. Logan, tell us about the duo we got at the quarterback and wide receiver.
So listen, I want to start off with Jackson Custer, our quarterback. Now, this guy, everybody looks at him, and we see he has 100 rushes and just over 550 rush yards. Now, I don't want to talk about his rushing. I want to talk about his passing, specifically the duo between Custer and Warnavage. Listen, you think about the greats. You think about Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown. Maybe you think about Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. I think about Custer and War. This duo, playoff Custer War, there's nothing like it, I'll tell you that much.
Could be lethal. There's one member of the Cedar Crest offense who we have to talk about.
Let me tell you about Isaiah Zimmerman.
He is that dude.
Last game, 210 yards, 19 carries. He's that guy. He's a sophomore.
He's going to run
All over this Hempfield defense tonight, I believe in my heart.
Yeah, Zimmerman, 1,300 rushing yards.
Wow.
10 games this season. I can't wait to see how many he hits. He might hit 1,500 tonight. There's a chance he hits 1,500. Let's talk about the defense. We got some key players on the Falcons.
Yes, we do.
This is a defense that not only do they make stops, they force turnovers.
Yeah, they do.
And they score off of turnovers. They got 6 touchdowns this year off of turnovers. Pick sixes, fumble recoveries, all sorts of stuff. We got some big players. So, guys, who wants to talk about the Cedar Crest Falcons defense?
You got it, Ybarra?
I'll talk about it a little bit. Again, turnover machine, all right. Last game kind of got away with them with the tackling position, all right. They're going to do a little bit better than that. We'll talk more about that. But yeah, turnover machine. There was a really big interception at the end of the game. Did you want to talk?
Trey Wamsher.
Yeah.
Huge. Save the game.
Yeah, I want to add on to Garrett. I want to say Garrett Starry, man. What a guy. Another sophomore. Lead team in total tackles at 112. Has two pick sixes. As a defensive lineman, that is just ridiculous. That is great stuff, man. He's going to keep up the great work.
Yeah, and we can't leave out Lou Corio. I think, yeah, one game this year.
Team leader in interceptions with 6.
Yeah, he had 3 in one game. That is just stuff you don't see.
Defenses win championships.
True.
Now, last thing we're going to talk about with the Cedar Crest team is special teams. And guys, it did come down to special teams in this last game.
It did.
They let up, Cedar Crest unfortunately let up a huge kick return touchdown. Both kickers on each team had to convert some big field goals. Logan, you want to talk about special teams for Cedar Crest?
Ethan Bowman. This guy, wow, this guy excites me. It's like watching prime Chris Boswell. I love Ethan Bowman. And just like Mr. Worry said, this game just may come up to special teams. It may come down to that line. And you know who I got my faith in? I got my faith in Ethan Bowman. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, and I would like to add on about the special teams. I got a chance to talk with Jackson Custer. He's my neighbor, actually.
Oh, really?
And we're sitting in a hot okay, nothing weird was going on in the hot tub. We were talking about football, and he said he thinks special teams is the reason they are going to win this game tonight. Like you said,
Wow.
Come on.
Insider knowledge.
They had a huge drive for a touchdown to take the lead the last time they played. Instantly, kickoff return for the touchdown just stopped all our momentum.
Yep.
Fortunately, they were able to pull it out. But yeah, it's a lot on the special teams.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
I think that's the team that we are, right? When we get pushed down, all right, we're able to come back. That's a huge for an offense to, hey, we're not going to let this special teams return kick put us down. We're going to come back and fight, and that they did.
Awesome. So, to wrap up, we got our keys for the game. Here's the keys, ladies and gentlemen. Just looking at Cedar Crest, you got to be what you are. Number one, run the ball.
Ground and pound.
This is a team that runs the ball. They run well. Honestly, when you do it that well, you don't have to be passing the ball.
True.
Number two, no turnovers. Got to limit those turnovers. Turnovers will kill you. And Cedar Crest so far this season, +6 in turnover differential. So that's a really good thing for them. Got to keep it rolling tonight. Special teams, which we just talked about. Tackling. Tackling is going to be key. Got to make those important tackles. Got to make those big plays. And our number 5 key is a really important one. But I think somebody else wants to be talking about that.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I just wanted to name a few players for you guys. Cole Stevenson.
Great player.
Jaden Storm.
Great player.
Joe Arndt.
Great
Mark
player.
Eisenberg, Tristan Long, a.k.a. Dakota. Garrett Starr. Okay, Ethan, do you know what they all have in common?
I can't put my finger on it, Ike.
Yeah, Logan, do you know what I'm talking about here?
No, not really.
Ybarra, there's a secret weapon that these players have. What is it?
I'm glad you asked me, all right? They have amazing, luscious hair.
It is the hair.
Yes.
The Falcons are winning this game because they have better hair, frankly. More mullets. That is why they're going to win the game today.
Yep, I second that.
I'm taking the Cedar Crest Falcons. Falcon Nation.
We're making our picks.
Oh,
We got them? Yeah?
Grab something real quick.
You're taking the, oh, we got something up here. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What is this?
Found it.
Oh, he's making his pick. He's making his pick. Falcons.
Guys, this is our first home playoff game, so of course I'm picking the Falcons.
Oh, love it.
Like I already said, Falcon Nation all the way.
Raider, Cedar Crest. And hey, look, I got to take Cedar Crest too. It's going to be a great game tonight. Guys, it's been awesome. Just breaking down these two teams, and we can't wait to see how the game unfolds. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy it.
Let's go Falcons! Woo!
Again, I'd like to thank all the people who support our students' pursuit of musical excellence, the CLSC Board of School Directors, Superintendent Dr. Domenichik, Principal Mr. Groff, Athletic Director Mr. Wickinger, CCHS faculty and staff, CLSC Music Department, and CFS Music Team. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the Cedar Crest High School Marching Band. And we'd like to wish great performances to both the Cedar Crest Band and the Hempfield Marching Knights as they travel to the California Fans Championship tomorrow at New Oxford High School. Safe travels, everyone, and play well. Good evening and welcome to Cedar Crest High School. This evening we welcome the visiting Black Knights from Hempfield High School. As a member of the PLWA, whenever you read Cedar Crest High School Security League, we like to be positive and respect behavior. We expect good sportsmanship from all spectators. We expect you to be proud of your team and feel proud of your hero. We believe that high school athletics are an extension of the classroom, and everyone is expected to support the student athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive and respectful manner. Here are some alignment rules pertaining to spectator behavior for this evening's contest. Only team members and designated personnel are permitted on the playing surface. Abusive and inappropriate language, negative gestures, and taunting are prohibited. In addition, noisemakers, whistles, handheld banners, or signs, and throwing objects on the playing surface are also prohibited. Thank you for coming on official. We have District 3 and beyond are facing the shortage of officials in every sport, and we fully support the efforts of the PLWA to find special people willing to help. Our job challenges you athletically requires cool, decisive thinking and being sticking to your guns, so the rewards are great. There are many benefits to becoming an official. We are making a difference in the lives of students everywhere, encouraging exercise through competition, establishing lifelong sense of director and fairness, with openness, staying glad, staying safe, and extra money. Check out PLWA.org for more information. Application fees are waived for students. District 3 and PLWA working together to help our student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 cardiac arrests have been leading killer of student athletes in the U.S. and Canada. District 3 and the Peyton Rifle Foundation have partnered to make SCI awareness a top priority in this year. The foundation provides free health screenings for students and athletes in District 3 schools with undiagnosed heart conditions in an effort to save young lives. The Peyton Rifle Foundation also donates automated extended defibrillator machines known as AEDs to District 3 schools. We also attach to the following statement. In the event of a cardiac emergency, the nearest AED machine is located on the field. Thank you for your attention to this important matter.
You are looking live at Earl Boltz Stadium. It is playoff football. For the first time ever in the history of Cedar Crest Falcon football, we have a home playoff game. Tonight, the Cedar Crest Falcons face off against the Hempfield Knights in a classic playoff Lancaster-Lebanon League matchup. The stands are filled. The stakes are higher. We had LL Game Day on the field prior to the game. And tonight in the booth, with me, middle school principal, E. Stroudsburg alumni, but most importantly, Dunmore High School Hall of Fame football player, Mr. Joe Burton.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Mike, thanks for the introduction. Dunmore, where's that?
Just a little north of Scranton, and you take a right, I think.
It's up the road. Well, I'll tell you what, it'll be a fun night tonight watching Cedar Crest take on Hempfield for the second time in a couple weeks. And I'll do my best to take over for Coach Smith, who we know does a great job. He loves making sure you're doing your advertisements and talking about Heisey's dining. So if we get that in tonight, we'll be all right.
Well, not only that, but we got some extra stuff tonight. The CCHS Today live stream team has provided some incredible statistics and information for you at home to check out on your screen. I mean, let's just take a look at the team stats from the last game. We've got just some incredible information here. So 2 weeks ago, the Falcons and the Knights faced off with a beautiful game. Knights got off to an early start, but the Falcons did take it 31-27. You can see, if you're looking at your screen there, first down's pretty even. But the total yardage ended up coming in favor of the Falcons. Coach, tell me a little bit about, you know, the turnovers and what are some big keys of the game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. So you look at that and you can see where they were kind of matched up pretty evenly on some things, but what you really want to look at is controlling the ball and getting good field position. So We haven't seen here yet whether Cedar Crest is going to get the ball or they're going to kick off. But really what you're looking for on if Cedar Crest is going to kick off the ball, the best thing they could do is get a 3-and-out from Hempfield and try to come back with a short field. If Cedar Crest gets the ball, we've seen them score very quick all year. So they just have weapons all over the field, and they could very quickly score, and we've seen them move some long drives down the field. But really, it's a lot of field position tonight. You said it about turnovers. You want to hold on to the ball. You don't want to give up an easy position to the other team, and you want to just control that ball. When you can control the ball, you control the clock, and you could really slow that game down or speed it up as your coaches call the plays.
All right, so back to the field. We got the coin flip going on. The captains for Hempfield, number 55, Simon Valand, and number 44, Davis Enos. For the Falcons, the captains of the game, number 4, Jack Warnavage, number 8, Jackson Custer, number 58, Alex Kissinger, and number 70, Tristan Long. Okay. The coin was flipped. I looked down at my paper and did not see the who won, but it does look like the Falcons will be kicking off. So, assuming Hempfield won the coin toss and deferred to the second half.
Absolutely. So we got Hempfield coming in 4-6 overall, 3-3 in the conference. We have the Falcons, played them a couple weeks ago and did a nice job, pulled it off 31-27. A lot of common opponents when you look at Township, when you look at Wilson, some of the big boys in Section 1, and how we fared. So you're going to see, I would say Cedar Crest should be favored in this game, the way they played this year and the fact that they beat Hempfield. But it all changes in the playoffs, right? Lose and you're done, win and you're in, and we'll see how it goes tonight on the kickoff.
All right, doing the honors for the Falcons tonight, number 35, Eli Beard. A low rolling kick, see if it stays in, does not. Goes out of bounds, so, well, one of the Falcon coaches said penalties and turnovers tonight, so give the Knights a good starting position at the 35.
All right, so we see our defense take the field. Mike, as you said, we have some good stats provided for us tonight, some next-gen stats, as they call it, right? So out at linebacker, number 28, Landon Klein, number 44, Garrett Starry. They're leading the Falcons with close to 100 tackles this year, over 90 each, doing a nice job stuffing the run for the Falcons.
All right. The Hempfield quarterback catch, Derek Catch, little underneath toss sweep to number 15, Dom Acevedo, gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. So it looks like he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage after the spot. Good start for the Falcon defense.
Here you go. You see the Falcons come out in their typical 4-man front. They're bringing their linebackers up on the line of scrimmage. We have an empty set for Hempfield, 3 receivers to the field, 2 into the boundary. Quick hitch. Looks like we're going to go back down to, what about 3rd and 9, Coach?
Yeah, so Catch's pass is incomplete. And we've got a timeout on the field.
A lot of times what you see nowadays, so if you look at Hempfield, they came out in a split formation. They ran a jet sweep to the field, right, and try to create some width on the field where Cedar Crest has to cover the entire field. They come out the second play, and they go with an empty formation, 5 wide receivers, but throw a quick 5-yard hitch. So just when they get empty like that, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to attack the ball downfield, right? They're going to be throwing hitches, slants. Try to start the game off with some plays. I'm sure these first 10 or 15 plays are all scripted. There's one they practiced all week long and just want to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Look at playmakers coach for Cedar Crest. Looks at Jackson Custer. He's thrown for almost 1,000 yards this year, 15 TDs. You've seen him play a lot of football this year. How's he done?
Jackson's made a lot of smart decisions. I think he continues to develop as a quarterback. You know, he's absolutely a threat to run and to move the ball down the field with his legs, but he's also hit some beautiful passes to the wide outs, the guys in the flats, to tight ends up the seams. You're really going to get a little bit of everything from Jackson.
Yeah, he's,
All right.
He's a good decision maker.
Back to the game here. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Could be a big stop here for the Falcons to get off the field in the first series here. Although in the first game, Hempfield did get a bunch of 3rd down conversions. So let's see what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
Catch.
Trips to the right.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. They hit catch in the backfield. Falcons are pointing the other way. Officials are giving the ball to the Falcons. The first turnover goes to the Falcons. It is going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 33.
Great job. So we talked about if Falcons are going to kick off, they want a 3-and-out or they want good field position. You see Wyatt Fox, number 53, a 205-pound junior, come around on the backside, hit the quarterback from behind and pop it out. I didn't see who got that fumble recovery, but that's going to turn in great field position, 28 yards for a score. We've got a good kicker this year, Mike. This is putting the Falcons in scoring position already.
Yeah, Wyatt Fox has done a tremendous job and has really come on the back half of the season here and been a difference maker. All right, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Custer in a shotgun formation hands it off to our bellwether back. I don't know if I used that term right. Bell something. Bell cow right there. Number 24, Isaiah Zimmerman, has had a tremendous sophomore season and was a huge difference maker in the first game. Gets the first carry for 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he's a sophomore. He's run for over 1,300 yards. Kind of that 1,000-yard mark is where backs try to get to for a season. He had well over that, averaging 10 yards a carry. And he's broken a lot of long ones.
2nd and 5, Custer. Finds Warren Avage with space right up the middle. Get in, kid. Warren Avage down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Warren Avage on a screen, trips into the boundary. Get it to Warren Avage on a screen. He tunneled inside to the middle and definitely had plenty of room to get down. Looks like we have a flag, though, on the play.
Yeah, illegal
lineman
downfield. So they definitely set up were patient with the throw, and you
must have just got a little too far downfield. If that was a screen, which it looked like it could have been an RPO, and we saw lineman get a little too far downfield.
So instead of 1st and goal on the 1, it's now going to be 2nd and 11 from the 30-yard line. Like the play call from the offensive unit there. So 2nd and 11.
So Cedar Crest looking 2nd and 11. Really, they just want half. They don't need to get it all here. If they could pick up another 5 or 6 yards, they're good. They're going with 2 tight ends, 1 back, and 2 split out wide. Looks like we're in man coverage for Hempfield.
Tirado in motion. Custer on the keeper. He's going to get most of that back.
And that's pretty nice. If Hempfield's sitting in man coverage on that, you bring somebody in motion, their defense is going with them. You're getting a hat on the hat with a good offensive line from Cedar Crest. Custer could find some room up the middle. So it puts him in a nice position. He only needed half. He got a little bit more than that. What's that, about 3rd and 3? 3rd and 4?
3rd and 3. Would love to see the Falcons get a 1st down. I think, Coach, where I'm guessing based on what I've seen, this is probably 4-down territory here for the Falcons.
So Hempfield in that odd front. They're stacking the box. Cedar Crest is playing with 10 guys in the box, 2 tight ends, 2 backs. Hempfield is matching that. They only have 3 down linemen. They've got 4 linebackers up on the line and 2 safeties in tight. It gets a little tough to run in that situation. So we're at 4th down. So go for it. Might as well, really, at this point. Field position, it's just like a 3rd down. Go for it and see what you can get.
All right, so it's going to be a 4th down. Didn't get any on the Isaiah Zimmerman carry there. So we got 3 wide receivers at the far side, 2 to the near side. Custer, the lone player in the backfield. Quick outlet. to number 1, Christian Viveros, who made a huge touchdown catch in the first game, gets the first down reception. Move the chains.
Yeah, good catch. Cedar Crest goes to that empty set, what Hempfield came out and showed him. No backs. Your run threat was Custer, but he took a look at it. They're playing a zone scheme on that, and he's able to pick up a quick catch. Right. Back to that, two tight ends, two backs.
1st and 10. Arndt and Zimmerman in the backfield. Flags on the play. False start for the Falcons. So that'll back it up to 1st and 15.
I'll tell you what, if the Falcons stay in this tight formation, what you're looking at is Jack Warnavich split out to the field by himself, one-on-one. Jack's a great athlete. Jack's shown for years. Those one-on-one battles he's going to win. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take a shot.
All right, 1st and 10. Check that. 1st and 15. Zimmerman, the back next to Custer. Tirado in motion. Number 84 for the Knights gets Zimmerman by the shoestrings before he could get to his blockers. Number 84 for the Knights is Caden Buckwalter. Gets about 2 yards in the play. 2nd and 13.
So here we go, another tight formation for the Falcons. Out front.
Tirado in motion.
Here's Jack taking a shot down the middle. Got him.
Nice pass from Custer to Warnavich right over the middle. Does a great job of shielding the defender and giving himself the opportunity to catch the ball. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1, just like he did on the last play that he got an opportunity to touch it. Warnavich gets down to the 1-yard line. Okay, 4 chances here. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of Isaiah Zimmerman here.
Zimmerman out of the Wildcat. He's in for a score.
Oh, he's in. Zimmerman, the direct snap, and that's 7 points. Check that, 6 points to the Falcons. With 7:03 on the first quarter clock, the Falcons are first to score.
Nice job at that big line. Number 68, Carter Eisenhower. Number 70, Tristan Long. Number 64, Jaden Storm. Definitely some good players in there doing a nice job. They've done a nice job all year for the Falcons, moving the ball.
Number 36, Ethan Bowman for the extra point, and it is good. And just like that, Falcons are up 7-0. Coach, I don't think you can script a better opening 5 minutes for Coach Lambros and the Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Coach comes out and says, hey, we're going to kick off the ball. We're going to give it to them. We're going to try to put them in a long field, and we're going to try to get a stop. Well, they get a stop. Okay, Fox goes and forces a fumble, gives them the ball, on the 30-yard line, and Cedar Crest was able to overcome some adversity. If you remember, about 4 plays ago, they had it down to the 1 and brought it all the way back, right? And they were able to overcome that. And through some of these matchups, what we're seeing is experienced quarterback in Custer making good decisions, experienced receiver in Warnavich making a few nice plays. And just by formation, the Falcons are moving it around a lot. They're showing a lot of variance in what they're doing. And you know, when you scout that, you know what you think you're going to get, right, from Hempfield. You think they're going to play a certain formation. And you try to take advantage of that, and Cedar Crest has prepared well and has been able to do it.
Beard kicking off, end over end.
And
with a little bit of wind at its back, I believe, but a beautiful kick goes in the end zone. The Knights will start on the 20-yard line.
All right, so coming out on the Cedar Crest defense, number 3, Trey Wamsher. Number 17, Caleb Fees, a senior. Number 7, Caden Tirado, another senior, has been playing well in that secondary. On the defensive line, we've got 70, Tristan Long. We've got 53, Wyatt Fox. Number 9, who's had a good year. I've watched him a lot this year, Seth Warren. Big tight end, defensive end. He's done a really nice job for the Falcons, too. And it's always good to see number 0, Malachi Victor, in there at outside linebacker. He's a top player.
Hempfield is in a 2 wide receivers to the far side, 3 to the near. Catches pass to number 21, Charlie Williams, goes for about 5 yards on the first down. Check that, maybe about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Hempfield had a little motion at the top of the play there. They ran Caldwell a lot in the first game. Currently 1 wide receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. Falcons stuff them right at the line of scrimmage.
So you finally see Hempfield run the ball up the middle. They go with 2 tight ends to try to spread out that Falcon D-line. And that's the first time they've really run up the middle. It seems like most of the time they're trying to get to the outside. You know, why are they doing that? They probably either feel like they have a better matchup with their athletes outside, or they know that the strength for Cedar Crest is in the middle and they really don't want to test it too much. So now we see them come back out to an empty set, 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary.
Yeah. 5 wide here. 3 to the near, 2 to the far. Catch is quick pass. Our defender was right on it. It looks like number 13.
I'll tell you what, we're up in the booth, but that looked pretty close. Torado looked like he could have walked in with that one.
Yeah, he was close.
A step closer, he was walking in.
Hempfield player made a nice catch and then kind of drug him a couple extra yards. So it's 1st and down. Let's check that. 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line.
So now you see Hempfield with more of a tight package, real wide splits. Watch them run up the middle again here. And Cedar Crest is able to fill it. Wyatt Fox again with the tackle. Number 68, Carter Eisenhower, 2-way player, doing a nice job too, helping out on that tackle.
Catches, hands off to number 5, Caldwell.
You know, what you're seeing from Cedar Crest is what you want to find on defense too. A lot of gang tackling. It's not one guy making a tackle. It's 2, 3, 4 guys around the ball helping secure and bring him down.
Incomplete pass from Caldwell. We're getting a little feedback here for quiet for a little bit. Working on a little technical action here. It's going to be 3rd and 9 after that incomplete pass.
Well, you know we're in good hands here, and just on the field we're in good hands. You see number 77, Nate Harbaugh, rotated on that defensive line. Number 11, R.J. Young, 6'7", rotates in at defensive tackle. Trips to the field.
Catch. Steps up. Rifles a ball to... Looks like number 12, yeah. Braden Charles comes back to it. It does move the chains.
Yeah, and he seems to be their guy. They seem like they're throwing a lot to the right side, throwing a lot to the boundary, trying to get Charles in really a one-on-one look over to that side. Here we go, quads to the field. Charles again on his own into the boundary.
Catch with the keeper. Runs right into the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 70, Tristan Long, gets him behind the line. Catch kind of falls forward and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Cedar Crest still staying in their 4-man front, playing a lot of zone defense, allowing their team to make those plays and be in a good position for the run or the pass. They're not really putting anyone on an island. So it looks like we're at, 2nd and 10. You know, Hempfield has a nice little drive here, got themselves up to midfield. See if Cedar Crest can get a stop here and put them in 3rd and long. They're really not in much of a position before they go over midfield to go for it on 4th.
R.J. Young with a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Catch passes it to number 13 there, and it was looking like a kind of a wide receiver screen set up, but RJ Young read it well and got the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a third and 13.
Yeah, good play, good team defense. Malachi Victor in on that too. Great team defense. Like I said, Coach, they're not just one guy making these hits. 3-4 guys on every hit. So 3rd and 13.
All right, 3rd and 13. 3 wide receivers to the near side, to the far side. 5 wide set here. Catch back to pass. Oh! Right into the hands of number 3, Trey Wamsher, who was looking at the wide receiver. Didn't expect the football coming right to him. So it's going to be a 4th down, and Hempfield's going to punt.
That's all right. Probably about a 5-yard difference in where he catches that and where Navich does on the punt. Either way, you're getting out of here. Make him punt and get the ball back again.
All right, we got 2:27 on the game clock. Cedar Crest up 7-0. Warren Navich back to receive the punt. Number 24 for Hempfield.
All right, looks like
Brady
he's at
Bisco.
12-yard line or so.
Yep. Little coffin corner there and gets it to the 12-yard line. Bisco, definitely a special teams threat for the Knights, has done a nice job punting for them. I think that's why we saw Warren Navich kind of get up and try to get some blocks, knowing that Bisco does a really good job of getting that punt high in the air. All right, with 2:20 on the clock, it's going to be 1st and 10 Falcons. Ball on the 12-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Zimmerman in the backfield next to Custer. Custer on the keeper. He's got some space if he can get the 1 block here. If he cuts it back in the middle, there's a lot of space. Custer to the 50-yard line before he's pulled down by number 59. A really nice read from Jackson Custer for a 38-yard gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, once you break that line of scrimmage and you start moving downfield, you need blockers downfield. Number 1, Christian Viveros. Number 4, Jack Warnavich, doing a great job giving Custer some room and letting him spring and go for about 30-some yards on that. Now we've got trips to the field, tight end into the boundary.
Custer's pass to Torado. Complete. Torado gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
It's
you know
gonna be
what?
2nd and 10.
Get the ball in your playmaker's hand, get him out in space, and see what he can do. So what do you got? About 2nd and 9, balls over the 50. You tend to get over the 50 in high school football. It'll put you in 4-down territory where you're not looking to punt. So really, you're looking at almost like a 1st down regular for the Falcons here. They're still in good position. We've got
2 wide receivers to the near side. Zimmerman gets the handoff. Gets through the first tackler, and then the ball's on the ground. It looks like there was a fumble after he broke the first tackle, and number 17 for the Knights, Rylan Buckwalter, comes up with the turnover.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. Zimmerman, young player, but I'll tell you what, he's aggressive, and that was just him being aggressive. He fought through 2 different tackles, and he's just trying to get 1 more yard. It drops the ball pretty close. It's going to happen. He'll come back from it.
With 58 seconds on the first quarter game clock, we see the 2nd turnover of the game, this time the Falcons. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Knights, ball at the 42. 1 receiver to the near side, to the far. Catch, little pump fake, gets a pump and go, and number 12 is wide open.
Yeah, that's a tough play. So that's 12 again, who's on the backside into the boundary. They just switched sides with him this time and put him on the other corner. And there's a double route. So that was just your hitch, pump it with the quarterback and go, and he's able to get it over top of him. And there wasn't really any safety support there over top.
So touchdown Knights, Braden Charles, number 12 on the reception. Nice job on his setting up that route and good pump fake from Catch. And listen, we knew this was going to be a close game. And number 24, Bisco, extra point is good. And with 49.3 seconds remaining on the first quarter game clock, it's 7-7.
You know, that last drive, I know we just turned the ball over with Zimmerman, but if you look at the stats even of last game when the Falcons played the Knights, you know, they were averaging over 7 yards a carry. Now, the Falcons have come out. They're moving the ball well. They're moving the ball well with Custer when he chooses to keep it and run. They've had some nice throws out to Warnavich. But, you know, maybe they start to settle in here, and you know Coach Warnavich, he likes to run the ball, right, as the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out and get the ball right back in Zimmerman's hands, show them they have confidence in him. You've got a strong offensive line. They've carried you this far. What do they say? Dance with who brung you, right? Get the ball back in his hands. Let that offensive line start to overpower Hempfield a little bit, and then you mix in those throws every once in a while. I wouldn't be surprised to see get back to him.
Bisco's kick into the end zone. Comes out to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 20 for the Falcons. All right, as the ball's spotted, the game clock begins to run. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Check that one. Warnavich. 1 wide receiver to the far side. Zimmerman in the backfield. Check that. Warnavich breaks a tackle. Gets out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. That'll move the chains.
Absolutely. You know, they go back and give Hempfield a little bit of taste of their own poison. Take Warnavich, put him on the backside away from the formation, and throw a 5-yard hitch. And when you've got a talented, experienced player like Warnavich, every once in a while he's able to turn that hitch into 10 yards. It's great. So now we see Jack again. Now he's into the trips to the field with a tight end into the boundary.
Custer.
Oh.
Looked like his ball might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage there, but was looking for Christian Viveros over the middle. We had two blue receivers out there, only 1 white defender. If that could have got through, would have liked her chances to get 6.
Yeah, pretty similar to what we saw down on the goal line. You know, you're looking at Hempfield playing man defense. They put Warnavich right down the middle of the field by formation. Same thing, Viveros attacking right down the middle of the field.
2nd and 10. Trips again to the left side. Give is to Zimmerman. Who gets to the 5, gets 5 yards on that. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. And with 20 seconds, we'll see if Coach Lambros tries to get one more play in or he lets the clock wind down to the end of the quarter here.
So I think he's going to wind it down. So let's give some credit where it's due. Jackson Custer, senior quarterback, really good leader. That's what you want on a team going to the playoffs. He's making some really good decisions tonight, leading his team, right? Leaning on Jack Warnavich, you know, another senior experienced player, right? And the offensive line's doing really well. 70, 64, 58 Kissinger, 77 Harbaugh. They're doing a nice job up front. And don't forget Seth Warren, number 9, doing a nice job at tight end.
All right, at the end of the quarter, it's 7-7. Falcons got on the board for us. Let's go to our sponsors. First, Lebanon Federal Credit Union. With many locations in the Lebanon Valley. A great opportunity to bank with Lebanon Federal Credit Union. A lot of Mac machines, ATMs open 24 hours a day. Our quality sponsor all year. A big thank you to Lebanon Federal Credit Union. Heisey's Diner. The food is finer at Heisey's Diner, Route 72, north of Lebanon. And as the sun sets and it gets a little cooler out there, it is a great opportunity to order the chicken corn rivel. You know what? I've been calling it rival all year. My mother corrected me, said it's chicken corn rivel. I think I said that right. Custer, wide open to Warren Avage down the seam. It is a 25 to 27 yard gain. Custer makes a stretching catch and pulls it in. First down and 10. Ball in the 22.
Yeah, great job for the Falcons. I think they found their weak zone that they want to attack. Once again, you see Custer roll out to the left side and look back and find Warren Avich right down the middle of the field. Definitely some good short hands. And I'll tell you, with your mom, she's a great cook herself, but I did not know it was called a rivel either.
All right, 1st and 10, handoff to Zimmerman. Gets around the tackle for about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 or maybe a short 6.
Yeah, it's great to see them get the ball in the back of the hands of Zimmerman. He's a good runner. He's a tough runner. He's long forgotten about that fumble, and you know he's looking to help his team and push this ball and keep giving him the ball.
2nd and 7. Warren Avage to the near side. Looks like Tirado to the far side. Zimmerman in the backfield. Custer steps up. And he gets Warren Avage. Is he in the end zone? Yes, sir. Touchdown, Falcons. With 10:52 in the game clock, it is 13-7.
Great play by the Falcons. Honestly, they're taking advantage of them just by formation. You know, we're over on the right side hash. We've got everybody packed in the box, 10 in the box. Split your better receiver, Jack Ward and Avich, out to the field. Throw him a slant to that man coverage. As soon as that linebacker filled, that ball was going right behind him on that slant. Great throw, great catch, great scheme. Puts Falcons up on top.
Ethan Bowman's extra point is good. And just like that, it is 14-7 Falcons. A really nice throw and catch. 2 really nice throws and catch from Custer to Warren Avage. The first one got him down into the red zone area, and the second one into the end zone. Nice, really nice hands catch from Warren Avage on the touchdown. I don't know if you can see that on your screen from home, but he really outstretched and caught that ball with his hands and kind of lunged into the end zone.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid, short-handed player. I would be surprised to see him play at the next level next year. You get in these next coming months, you'll see him get recruited well. Good student, good athlete, great young man.
Cheerleaders throwing out some T-shirts to the fans tonight. I believe the T-shirts and courtesy of Angelo's Pizza.
Terrific. Had an Angelo's sub last night before trick-or-treating. Perfect.
Okay, short kick from Beard. They fake the end around. Number 36 has it. Good open field tackle. Looks like number 77 there. Maybe not. No, check that. Number 17, I believe it was. Caleb Fees with a nice open field tackle to keep that from extending the return to a longer run. Knights are going to start on the 28, their own 28. Start with 4 receivers to the near side.
So back by formation again. They're looking to come at 12.
Jeez, again. Catches pass. Looked like number 5 for the Falcons. Oriole on the defense. Coach, I feel like we're going to get one of those. I mean, good gracious, he was right there.
We're going to get one, but I'll tell you what, he also knows he can't get beat. He's on a cornerback. He's on an island. So it's tough when, if Coach Smith was here, he'd tell you, you have to make the tackle first before you go for that pick. I think what you're going to see is Cedar Crest adjust to this and roll some safety help over to that side and make him beat him. Make him beat him on the other side with those trips.
Catch on the keeper. first down.
Nice tackle, number 5. I believe that's Luke Oriole. Normally playing at safety. Comes up, fills, does a nice job on that quarterback.
So last game, Catch and Day combined led the Knights on rushing. They didn't have a lot of rushing yards in the last game, but Catch was the one player that was able to get the most, which wasn't a lot, 31 yards. So certainly not afraid to keep it and get some yardage.
So here we see it again. They're going quads to the field, 12 into the boundary.
Tell you what, that might have been a lateral, so I think that's out of bounds.
But really, a lot of what you're seeing, I mean, Mike, how many times have they run the ball, a zone, a trap up the middle other than their quarterback? Not much, Hempfield. They're really trying to, by formation, spread the field. They're really saying, Cedar Crest, we can't beat you inside.
Yeah.
We can't run over
need to
you.
get out wide to our playmakers. So with that incomplete lateral, it's going to be 2nd and 16 here. So they got 2 wide receivers to the far wide, a motion to the near. They bring it out to number 16, who makes a nice move inside to get a couple extra yards and get it back just past the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Zion Caban, who had a nice couple catches last game.
Yeah, nice tackle on a pass by number 68, Carter Eisenhower. He's got 41 tackles this year. You don't often see a defensive lineman continue that hustle downfield on a pass and make a tackle. Nice play.
3rd and 9, trips to the far side, 2 Knights to the near side on the near side hash. Bringing the blitz. Oh my goodness, he almost dropped it, but now he's dragging the Falcon defender. Oh, an extra 15 yards. Looks like number 9 on the reception. Eddie Asadu with the catch and yards after catch.
Yeah, it's tough. What do they say? You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Most of the time, Cedar Crest has been sitting in zone that time. They fill the line with 6 players. They go man. You get that inside guy, gets a step on him. It's hard. But you know what? They were able to tackle him, make him snap it again. They still have 18 yards to go to get the ball in the end zone.
1st and 10 Knights. Split wide receivers, one in the backfield. Hand is off. The ball's handed off to number 4, Brandon Day. He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage again, Coach. Just nothing up the middle.
Yeah, it was great. They didn't tackle the back. They tackled the guard and the back. They did a great job.
2nd, and looks like the spot got him back to the line of scrimmage. I thought it was behind the line, so 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. To the field, they put number 12 into the slot now, which has been a new location for him. Yeah. Coming in motion.
12 in motion. Catch. Sweeps to the left there, and then ends up throwing it to number 25. It's incomplete to Ryan Abrams. They ran that for a touchdown last time, Coach, where they came in and did a little dig in and then back out and got 6. So nice job by the Falcons to not bite on that this time. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, 4-down territory. You know, they're going to look to get half here, get 5 yards. They're putting 12 split out. I wouldn't be surprised to see a slant or a hitch back out. See if Victor splits the distance out here and helps trot it out a little bit.
16 in motion. Day. Oh, he's
There's
right up
slant.
there. Oh, he just over a nice throw. A really nice throw from Catch. We had a linebacker between Catch, his throw, and the receiver, and it went right over his head.
Yeah, and tough position. So Malachi Victor sitting out there at outside linebacker, splitting the distance. They run a man in motion. When that man goes in motion, Victor has to wide, and you have to. As soon as they do that, they're throwing the slant behind him. Had they not done that, that's right in Victor's hands. You know?
So there was a flag on the play, so it was an illegal lineman downfield. So that backs them up. Huge break for the Falcons. So instead of 1st and 10 on the, check that, 1st and goal on the 7, it's going to be 3rd and a long 15.
So here we go. We got 12 down to the boundary, but they do have safety help on the hash to help them out.
Catch, back to pass, steps up.
Oh.
And he finds number 16, Zion Caban, over the middle, wide open. Nice little pass there from Catch for 6.
Yeah, good scheme. You can't cover the whole field. Cedar Crest is adjusting and doing well to take away their best weapon. And Hempfield, kudos to them, is able to take one of those trips players and put him right down the middle inside of those safeties.
Well, it's 6:59 on the game clock. And Bisco extra point is good. The score is Cedar Crest 14, Hempfield 14. You know, with the last 2 touchdowns were both passing touchdowns. It gives us an opportunity to bring up the quarterback comps from last game. You'll see on your screen below. Catch way more attempts in the first game, 17 to 24, 70% completion with 185 yards. Custer just shorter to the yardage on almost half the amount of throws, 9 for 16 at 165 yards. Custer had an extra touchdown. So both teams not afraid to throw. How about those stats from our Cedar Crest live stream team? That is professional. Once again, the whole team, we are available Saturdays. We are available Sundays for work. Listen, we can still get up to State College tonight if anything happens with the A team that's calling the Ohio State-Penn State game tomorrow. All right, short kick from Bisco. Zimmerman fields it about just north of the 15 and spin move gets up to the 37-yard line. Good starting position for the Falcons.
Yeah, he's electric. You've seen Zimmerman time after time this year break runs, 40, 50, 60 yards, break kickoffs. So what are we looking at? You know, under 7 minutes to go in the half. You know, you're back to even. You've got a tied game. Cedar Crest has been able to mix up very well what they're doing. If they can control this ball and they can get a nice long drive out of it, you can look at going in, you know, +7 on Hempfield here.
Swing pass to Zimmerman, who lowers his shoulder, but also finds number 42 as he lowers his shoulder. Brody Gebhardt from the Knights. Nice little catch and run from Zimmerman. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
So Cedar Crest, they're doing a nice job. I've talked about their line, old line coach. I love to talk about the linemen. You know, you watch them break the huddle. Their center's going to come out, and he's going to identify the front. He's going to say, there's a nose guard, there's 3 men. He's going to call out those linebackers and call out the safety. Well, there's split linebackers, there's no safety. That's going to help them decide who they're blocking, and that's going to help Huster decide who his first reads are going to be as he gets up, whether they're in a man coverage or a zone coverage. So it is really important. You look at those centers, they're oftentimes a smart guy for you. They're a guy that usually knows the game pretty well, and in just that quick, short amount of time is going to identify the defense, identify the fronts, and help your quarterback and your backs to make some pre-snap decisions. You know, and he's been doing a good job of that tonight. I believe that's number 70. Is that number 70 at center, Long? He's been doing a nice job.
All right, we got an official's timeout on the field for a second here. The second down play was a keeper from Custer. He had Tirado that came underneath, and he chose to keep it and ran into a stout Knight defense. Good opportunity to share that. Our band got an extra performance tonight, did a great job. Their championships are tomorrow night. Who's that at, Dover?
It's not in York, I think, isn't it?
I believe the band championships are, could be wrong, could be.
They are tomorrow.
I believe they're tomorrow. I believe it's in Oxford. I believe it's in
Oxford.
I think that's where it is. So good luck to our band tomorrow. Hempfield band as well. They both have tremendous performances. All right, 3rd and 4 here. Custer, kind of in a shotgun. Quick throw to Viveros. He got it. I think it's a first down. Real nice catch from Christian Viveros.
Good job, keep the chains moving. We just saw number 50, Aiden Arnold, run off the field. He was doing a nice job, was able to step in for 68 for a play and help the Falcons keep it moving. So 1st and 10, near hash on about the 44-yard line. Falcons are keeping this formation tight and splitting Wardavich out to the field.
All right. One wide receiver to the near side, to the far. Custer back to pass, throws. He's open. I think he caught it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Warren Navage says he had it. Both sideline officials came up with incomplete right away. They had a better view than I did, Coach, but
I'll tell you what, we got to get that
pretty good. I'd like to see that on replay, but they were closer. Replay.
But I'll tell you what, by formation, now once again, Coach is doing a great job. He's splitting out Warren Navage out wide. He's got one-on-one formation, and he's getting the ball downfield to him. And Jack's going to catch most of those balls. So they're going to come back to him, no doubt. I think when we do a little renovation here, maybe we need the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. Rohrbach?
Listen,
Jumbotron, is it in the budget?
If you know anybody out there that's willing to sponsor a Jumbotron, we'll take it. If you will get your name on it, just see Mr. Dissinger. Zimmerman with the carry gets a nice 5 yards on first down. Or check that second down. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 50. 5:30 on the game clock here. Plenty of time for lots of action here.
So right now, Coach Lambros is saying, hey, listen, what am I doing here? Am I going to one play and then I have to punt, or am I giving my offensive coordinator 2 downs to get this at the 50? At this point, probably giving him 2 downs. So I won't be surprised to see Zimmerman get that ball and run again. Here we go. There's Zimmerman on the run again.
Hempfield stops him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 4th and long, and it looks like the punt team's coming out.
Good decision. Punt under 5 minutes. Try to pin him a little deep, make him go the field.
Back to punt for the Falcons is number 11, R.J. Young. Number 15 for the Knights, Acevedo, deep to receive.
Oh, good punt.
Good punt from Young. Acevedo catches it right about in front of the 10. Drugged down by number 40, Joe Arndt.
Joe Arndt's had a good year. A lot of times you see him come in as that blocking back, don't you? That H-back position. He's been doing a good job for the Falcons.
First and 10 for the Knights. I assume we're going to see another heavy dose of passing out to the flats into the wide receivers as the 4 wide receivers come out wide. Looks like almost like a blocking receiver there.
Oh.
Number 13 was open, but the pass is incomplete to Cam Margison. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
A little bit of a different look. So they went with the quads that time, but they had a tight end. They actually took 12, their playmaker, Charles, an excellent athlete, excellent football player, and put him into that quad. So it'd be interesting to see what they do now, just trying to get him the ball. I mean, really, Hempfield at this point, their goal is just to get up to midfield. You know, if you can get to midfield, now you can start looking at taking some shots and getting in.
Both teams have all their timeouts, so certainly lots of game here left in the first half. Trips to the near side, catches pass, incomplete. Looks like he threw it a second before Charles was ready for it, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. And I tell you what, Coach, Hempfield has been very successful on 3rd down tonight, and even during the first game, they got a bunch of 3rd down conversions. So let's see if the Falcons can step up and get off the field here.
Well, it's good for the Falcons. You get one stop here, they're absolutely going to punt. They've been throwing the ball. They're like timeouts, stopping the clock every time. You know, you get one more stop here, plenty of time to get a score before the half.
Catch pulls it down. Number 44, Garrett Starry. It has been A guy, we've called his name a ton this year. Nice to see him come up with a big play on 3rd down.
Yeah, great play. Pretty much a coverage sack. The secondary for the Falcons did a great job covering the 4 receivers out in the routes. Quarterback had nowhere to go, and if it wasn't for Starry, there was some room up the middle there.
Okay, Bisco, dangerous punter here. Nice high ball. Warren Avage is going to let that drop. Get out of the way. And that ball takes a Hempfield bounce down to the 12-yard line. So with 3:15 on the game clock and 3 timeouts from both teams, it's 1st and 10 Falcons on the 12.
Yeah, fast-moving game. It's been a clean game. You haven't really seen a ton of penalties. Especially as much as Hempfield's throwing the ball. That's moving pretty quick.
Confirmed that the marching band competition is at New Oxford tomorrow. New Oxford.
So here we go, tight formation. Once again, you see Warren Avage split out wide to the field. Really looking at that one-on-one coverage. See what we can get.
Handoff goes to Zimmerman. Spins. Gets up to the 15-yard line, so it's going to be about 2nd and 7.
All right, so 2nd and about 7 from the 12-yard line. Falcons on the left hash.
Tirado underneath.
Oh,
Seth Warren was open down the middle.
Yeah, play action on the Jets and the tight end right down the seam, right down the middle. I mean, great call.
Yep.
Just a little bit over his hands. You'll see him go back to that again. Seth Warren has been a really good, solid football player for the Falcons this year.
So 3rd and 7, 2:32 on the game clock. 15 seconds here on the play clock. Let's see what we got here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Get the play off. Custer rolls. Not much. And he's sacked behind the line of scrimmage back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. And Hempfield takes their first time out. And if you're watching there at home, our incredible crew, look at that. Look at that. The timeout just came off the board. Listen, this is a first-class operation, but you know that already. That's why you're tuning in at home.
Well, I heard I got a text message they're recruiting from Happy Valley. So I heard they're watching our crew here, and maybe they might need them on that board.
Let's get everybody in bed early tonight at Happy Valley so they bring the A game tomorrow. Need a loud Beaver Stadium to beat those Buckeyes. Hopefully they didn't allow any Buckeyes into the stadium in disguises. We'll see as little scarlet and gray as possible. All right, 4th down. Young will be the punter. The Hempfield deep man about just past the 40-yard line. They really come after him. Nice punt and fair caught by Dom Acevedo at the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 2:19 on the clock. Hempfield with the best starting position of the night.
Yeah, nice job by Young, though. Flips the field, gets him down there, gets him out to about, the 44-yard line. Still have 44 yards to go, about 2 minutes left in this half. So we've got Fox out there. We've got Kissinger out there on the defensive line, Starry.
Catch with a pump fake. We got to get him.
Great play by Kissinger on the sack. Great
Sacked. Number 58. Alex Kissinger.
I'll tell you, relentless pass rush there. Quarterback had nowhere to go, had to step up. Kissinger was coming hard off the end and was able to turn himself in, make a great play. So it takes us to second and, 11 on about the 46.
Knights with 3 to the near side. Quick pass out. That is a forward pass to number 16. Victor and Starry combine on the tackle. Malachi Victor's got to come out for a play as his helmet came off on that one.
Yeah, great play by the Falcons. Keep running that clock. It looks like we have a timeout. Nope, still running. Here we go.
So 2nd and 10. Check that. It's going to be 3rd and 9 with about 1:20 on the play clock. Not sure if the Knights are going to be content to take this one down. They will get the second half kickoff, the opening kickoff, if they don't get a first down here. Lambros not happy with something. Catch back to pass and finds number 13 open, Kim Margison. It's going to move the chains. 50 seconds now on the game clock. Hempfield with 2 timeouts. Cedar Crest still with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, Hempfield's able to scheme the Falcons here a little bit. Falcons are they're splitting their safeties to try to help out and balance both sides of the field. As you see Hempfield attack the middle field. Now we see 12 all alone opposite of that quad formation.
Passes out to number 13. He gets out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. We do know that the Hempfield team is comfortable kicking field goals at least up to 35 yards. So I think they're already in field goal range at the 21 there. That's going to be about, I don't know, that'd be about a 38-yard field goal kick. I think they did attempt one just on around 40 yards last time we played them.
Tell you what, it's definitely within Chad Ryland range. I know that, yes. 38 yards. How about him, Coach? Did you see?
I tell you what, how fun is that?
Special teams player of the week in the NFL. Unbelievable. So we got 12 isolated into the boundary by himself. 25 seconds left.
Catch, pass.
Oh.
Was intended for number 13 again. 13 kind of laid out, but it was still a little bit too far.
And he's been doing a nice job. 13, that's Cam Marginson. He's a couple nice catches tonight. He's doing a nice job complimenting his other receivers.
Yeah. So with a timeout on the field, let's give that opportunity to thank our sponsors. Lebanon Federal Credit Union does a fantastic job. Quality banking in the Lebanon Valley area. Heisey's Diner. The food is finer at Heisey's Diner. Route 72 north of Lebanon. It's a great time to, you could probably head up there, get a shrimp basket, some French fries, and be back at your lounge chair for the beginning of the third quarter.
Have you ever had the mac and cheese with stewed tomatoes at Heisey's?
I've had the mac and cheese. I'm not a stewed tomatoes guy, but
ask your mom. I don't think you know what you're missing.
It's just, I probably don't.
I don't think you do.
The stewed tomatoes not my thing, but I tell you what, I know that if they've got the stewed tomatoes on top of the mac and cheese in Heisey's Diners, it is a quality product.
I'll tell you what, about 20 years ago when we were young guys teaching at Ebenezer Elementary, my favorite day in the cafeteria was when they went mac and cheese, stewed tomatoes, and a hot dog for about $2.50.
Yeah, that was a good day.
You wash it down with chocolate milk. Oof.
And you know what? We've got a quality cafeteria staff here at Cornwall Lebanon.
We do.
They weren't, at least a long time ago, they'd give us a good healthy scoop of mac and cheese.
Well, I'm gonna talk to Miss Rodriguez and see if we can get the chicken corn rivel put on the menu.
Yes.
At least for a banquet.
Well, that's a good point.
Right.
Emily Rodriguez, our food service director, best in the business. All right. After the officials' timeout is over, it's 3rd and 4. 19 seconds on the game clock. Pretty big play here. If Hempfield's able to get a first down, I guess they take a couple shots at the end zone. If not, we're probably looking at a 38-yard field goal. Maybe it's 4th down territory. This will be interesting.
Yeah, Hempfield spreading. They're going trips to the field, twins into the boundary. I wouldn't be surprised to even see a quarterback trap, a quarterback draw, just trying to get some
Catch
some
back
yards.
to pass. Oh, off his fingertips, incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 4.
So here comes your field goal team, Coach.
Yep, field goal units on. So we're going to have a 38-yard field goal attempt from Bisco. With 14.8 seconds left on the game clock. I tell you what, I'd be just be wary of any kind of fake at this point of the year, right? There's not a lot to lose if you miss it. Spot is down, kick is up, and it looks good.
Definitely a good kicker.
Yeah.
Heck of a kick.
Yep. And with less than 15 seconds on the game clock, it's going to be 17-14 Knights.
Now, we've seen it happen before. We have definitely some playmakers back deep. We've got Zimmerman back deep. We also have the fast feet of Cameron Tirado back deep. You know, if they kick it deep, who knows what could happen here. We've seen them make plays before. But the nice part, too, coming out after the half, Mike, is Falcons get the ball.
Yeah, I think we...
Didn't we kick off?
No, we did kick off, right?
Yeah,
I tell you what, I was totally wrong. So I think I said that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. We kicked off.
Listen, I got you. It's my fault. I got you thinking about food.
No.
I got you a little
No,
confused.
you're right. We do get the ball in the second half.
Right.
So I was totally wrong on that. I spoke a little bit earlier. So first mistake all year. Not bad after 6 telecasts. I finally made one.
We need to reset the clock to 10 seconds.
Reset the clock to 10 seconds. So again, the communication impeccable. It goes from the official to the Logan Horn on the field, who gets it up to Coach Warren Avich, who sends it to us in the booth, who yells the other side of the booth, and we reset the clock to 10 seconds.
Now, I don't want to call out 2 mistakes in a row, but you can't forget Coach Peebles with the assist on that,
Coach
too.
Peebles had the assist,
He's been here for
yes.
about 30 years. He's doing a great job.
Yep. All right, Bisco's kick, end over end, goes in the end zone. So no time on the clock left. Falcons left 10 seconds. I'm guessing we're going to take a knee and get to halftime. As halftime approaches, we'll keep the live stream rolling. If you're interested in watching the Hempfield Band, they do a really nice job. We've seen them once. I know my girls enjoyed their performance when they were here a couple weeks ago. And we'll be back for the opening second half kick. So at halftime at Earl Boltz Stadium, it's a great game. Falcons 14, Hempfield 17. See you in about 15 minutes.
Emerging South includes Program Director Sarah Simon, Assistant Program Director Victoria Robinson, Program Instructors Amy Lukowski and Victoria Close, Percussion Director Matt Carahan, Assistant Percussion Director Reed Kimmel, Percussion Instructors Taylor Baldwin, Lexi Reinberg, Brandon Moore, Renee Nelson, Kenny Massey, Jacqueline Dow, Julia Dorman, Brian Davies, and Kevin Grossman. Associate Director is Rebecca Pertons, Assistant News Director Dan Stafford, Visual Instructor Brian Simon, and Wind Instructor is Megan Wade. Emerging Nature under the direction of Matthew Sarah Simon. In conclusion, I'd like to thank all the people who make great efforts to support the students' aims of musical and performance excellence. The Hempfield School District Board of Directors, Superintendent Mr. Gramercy, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Mercer and Dr. Dandridge, Hempfield High School Principal Dr. Brasson, Athletic Director Mr. Landis, the Hempfield High School faculty and staff, and the Hempfield School District Music Department, led by Department Coordinator Lisa Simpson.
Eseguendo il loro spettacolo On Top of Spaghetti, Cavalcade of Bands è orgoglioso di presentare gli Hempfield Marching Knights.
Now is 17-14, not the good guys, because if you haven't figured it out, this is a hometown broadcast. So Falcons are down 14-17, but they're getting the opening kick. So we got 24 more minutes to decide who's going on to the next round of district football.
Yep, Wilson is lingering. Wilson is up next with the bye in the first round.
Looks like Zimmerman runs the ball back to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice return. I'll tell you what, Falcons, hey, they're looking for Wilson. They played a great game against Wilson, matched up well against them, and would love another shot at the Bulldogs.
Wilson, a strong end to their season with a win over Manheim Township.
Yeah.
To win the LL League.
Yeah, definitely a strong Section 1 this year. Township, excellent football team. Wilson, excellent football team. Both well coached. Very good players. All right, so we're seeing Warren Average split out here to the field again. Zimmerman in the backfield.
Custer on the keeper gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Next time we get a chance, we'll get the rushing stats up from last week. We've showed you the QB stats, the team stats. Let's get some running back stats up next time we get an opportunity. I feel like that's when Zimmerman really took off. Oh, just a bullet to Warren Average.
Yeah, great play. And I'll tell you what, that opens up because Cedar Crest can run the ball, right? They have a good offensive line. They have a good young running back. You're looking at Warren Average split out there by himself. That outside linebacker has to play the run because he knows if he doesn't, they could bust it. When he steps up, they're throwing that slant right behind and right to the short hands of Jack Warren Average.
Well, despite that being a fairly quick throw, the officials called an illegal man downfield or an ineligible receiver. So I'm not sure who was downfield there, Joe, but instead of 1st and 10 for the Falcons, it's going to be 2nd and 15, ball at the 25.
It's all right, Mike. You know what? When you're a lineman, you don't want your name called. So nobody wants to know. Here we go. Back to Warren Average deep. Oh, what a catch.
Warren Average with one-on-one.
Absolutely Cedar Crest ball.
So Custer throws a beautiful ball. Warren Average makes a tremendous adjustment and shields it and comes down with it. Gets the first down. There was a little extracurricular after there where I think looked like the Hempfield player tried to wrestle it away. Maybe even did come away with it, but he received the ball, caught it, got down, was down, and play was over before the extracurricular took place.
Yeah. Now they put Warren Average in the slot. Look for him to go down the middle of the field. They've done this before.
There's Zimmerman.
Nice.
You called it, Coach, right? Oh, man. Oh, another one. They're calling him
down. He's
calling him down again. So it looked like the ball came out late after Zimmerman's knee hit the ground. But
and that's good. You look at Hempfield, they're loading the box. They have 7-8 guys in the box every time. That shows respect for Cedar Crest line and Cedar Crest run game. And they're saying, you know what? We're going to try and take away your run game, beat us with your athletes. Cedar Crest has been able to do that, but also Zimmerman, he's a good strong back. He gets through that first level, and you get a couple linemen downfield on those backers. He could bust one.
All right. Keeper with Custer. He's got some space up. Gets twisted around. Custer gets the first down. Nice little drive developing here. But, Coach, I think you alluded to it. When the passing game, when you have to defend the passing game, the running game opens up.
Yeah, they absolutely complement each other. Nice drive. I think we started, where did we start, back on the 30-yard line? Moving the ball well, and a nice balance. A nice balance of run and pass.
1st and 10, ball on the 21-yard line.
You're going to see the ball get in Toronto's hands here at some point, too. Yeah, he's
little
just
pitch to Zimmerman.
Maker.
He's got space. 2 nice blocks. It is a touchdown, Falcons. Beautiful blocks on the edge from the wide receivers, and Zimmerman follows them right into the end zone for 6. With 9:13 left in the third quarter clock, it's 2017.
Yeah, great play. Get him out in space. Let that young man run. He is fast.
Coach, the two wide receivers, was it Viveros and Warren Avage that held those blocks?
It was Viveros and Warren Avich, and actually, just what I was mentioning before, Tirado was the inside receiver, and he's the one that pinned down and sealed that inside linebacker from getting outside. Without his block, he wasn't making it to the line of scrimmage. So great team effort.
Yep.
Great team effort by those receivers making it happen.
Love seeing the skill guys block for their back, Zimmerman. I mean, I think I set this up perfectly. And opportunity to check out the rushing stats. I mean, Zimmerman was a huge impact player in the second half of last game. You can see he had 210 yards last time, averaged 11 yards a carry. You know, the average is huge because he broke a couple long ones. But between Zimmerman, Custer, Tirado, you know, you're going to go over 250 yards. You're going to win a lot of games if you can get that kind of ground game going.
Yeah, Cedar Crest, they've got to be averaging, 3 yards a carry, 4 yards a carry. You keep doing that, you're going to move the ball down the field. You're going to take time off the clock. So 21-17, Falcons with the kickoff. Eli Beard has been an excellent kicker. Puts another one in the end zone.
Yep. Beard's kick takes a Falcon roll this time and rolls into the end zone. Could have easily bounced the wrong way, but carries into the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 Knights at the 20.
Yeah. Now we'll be curious to see what happens with Hempfield. They came out trying to isolate 12. Excellent receiver for Hempfield. And they were able to do that in really the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. Cedar Crest adjusted and started playing safety help over to his side. And then that's where they were able to go to 13 and really go towards the middle of the field. See what they come out with now and try to make up some of those matchups with their skill players on our Falcons.
All right. 1st and 10. See if there's any adjustments at the halftime for the defense. Uh-oh.
Oh,
a touchdown saving tackle from
I believe that's Luke Oriole.
Yeah, number 5 there. Because the handoff to Eddie Asadu, he was about one step away from a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just what you need. Just make them snap it again. You get into defense, make them snap it again. Make them snap the ball again. Keep them, give yourself position to make a play. So here we go. You're looking at, there's no free safety. You're looking at balanced 2 safeties that have to play the run and have to play the pass.
All right, another handoff. This time the line stifles him after about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 8. I tell you what, the Knights must have seen something or feel like they can run the ball, because they certainly had very little positive yardage running up the middle of the first half, but 2 plays and they've gone right up the middle here.
Yeah, a lot of times it's a numbers game. You're really looking at them with less split out. They're kind of going 8 men in the box on our 7 men in the box. If they see that, they're going to run it. If it's opposite, they're going to throw. Now you see them go empty.
Oh!
Great play. Who's
Seth
that?
Warren off the edge, bats that down. He had 2 hands up and catches face.
Yeah, I talked about Seth Warren today. Excellent 2-way threat, tight end. Does a really nice job blocking. We saw him go down the middle of the field earlier. They're going to go back to him. And he's been playing a solid defensive end position for him, too. Yeah. Nice part when you watch from the Falcons, that defensive line, Coach Powers does a really nice job rotating a lot of players through there. So they stay fresh.
Okay, 3rd and 8 here. 2 wide receivers to both sides. Going to be a keeper here.
Did not
and
get it.
He's going to be short by about a yard. Pretty favorable spot because the tackle, he fell on top of the Falcon tackler. So it's going to be 4th and 1. Ball at the Hempfield 42.5-yard line.
So in
looks
their
like
own territory.
Hempfield's going for it here.
Yeah, it looks like in their own territory, they're still going for it. So 4th and about a yard. Let's see what they come out with.
All right, pretty big play here.
So here they're back to 9 guys inside the box, 2 split. They're going to go off that right side again.
Looks like he got
gets
it.
Yep.
Nice little hole for the Knights, and that's a first down. Pretty clean getting a 1.5 yards there.
Yeah, they've had some success here now, taking that 44, that halfback, putting him in motion as a lead blocker, and going off right tackle. Stretch that end, lead up inside the end with that fullback. You're back. You're putting it on your linebackers now to really make a play. So here we go. Empty, trips to the field. Good pass rush. What a hit.
Nice hit from Oriole there. Catches pass, kind of floated to the receiver who came back to it, number 9, Asadu. And Oriole was there to meet him as the ball arrived.
Yeah, Orioles made a lot of nice plays. Boy, he really separated him from the football on that one. He's a good player. He's done a nice job through the years, and he's playing a big game tonight.
2nd and 10. Certainly nice to see Oriole get a good hit there. Looked like he had a stinger a couple of plays ago.
Yeah, and it's tough. He's in a tough position. He's on an island out there. And 17 fees at that cornerback position.
Oh, Victor was a hand away from a pick 6. Instead, number 25 makes the catch, Orion Abrams, and gets a first down in about 15 yards. The call was right. The pressure was right. Malachi Victor read it and was a half-second late from getting 6 points the other way. A game of inches.
So it looks like they're inside of Falcon territory, 40-yard line, 1st and 10, staying in this bit of a tighter formation. 2 tight ends, 2 split.
Catch to number 44, David Enos. Next time we get an opportunity, we will get some receiving yards up there on your screen. 5:39 on the second quarter game clock. As you alluded to earlier, Coach, pretty smooth game to this point. The clock keeps moving. 2nd and 4. Quads to the near side. It is wide open. Oh my goodness! Catch's pass was incomplete. He was looking to his favorite target out there, number 12, Charles. And I think if Oriole would have known that Charles had already gone down the field and was nowhere near it, he could have taken an extra second or two to possibly haul it in, but
yeah,
it's
good
3rd
play.
and 4.
And I'll tell you, 44, Garrett Starry, blitz on that play. He got in there quick and disrupted that to make a tough throw by that quarterback. So nice job by number 44, Garrett Starry. He's got almost 100 tackles this year, right? You've got number 28, Landon Klein, another one, almost 100 tackles this year. These guys are doing a nice job on that defensive linebacker crew.
Right,
Not to mention Malachi Victor.
So that's a Hempfield timeout. Kind of not sure if they just didn't get the right play call in, but it is an early second half timeout for Hempfield, an opportunity for us to thank our sponsors, Lebanon Federal Credit Union. A lot of locations in Lebanon. We appreciate all they do for our school and sports. Heisey's Diner, Route 72 North. Hey, it's that time, get in there for that turkey Thanksgiving meal. You get the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the turkey, the stuffing. This is the time that you can get in there and probably get a real quality Thanksgiving meal for I tell you what, not a big price. All right, 3rd and 4 here. Catches pass. Looked to the near side of the field, coach, and came back to the far side. He's done a real nice job of that, of kind of switching his vision. It's going to be 4th down, and it looks like it's a 4th down territory, 4th and 4.
Yeah, nice play, Landon Klein, outside linebacker, able to break up that play. Okay. So here's that look. Quads again to the field, into the boundaries, number 12, isolation one-on-one. They've mixed it up, which way they've gone.
Catch.
Looking to go back to 12.
Oh, my
great play.
goodness.
And here he is again.
There it is.
Oh, that's Toronto, number 7 that time. Those two safeties are playing. They're doing a nice job back there.
Oh, my gosh. Oriole and Caden Torado, who was the hammer of the week. A nice play, nice coverage, big hit. The throw was just out of the stretched hands of Charles. He might have been able to get it, but Torado really was there to hammer him.
And that's that chess match you're kind of seeing going back and forth. You know, Cedar Crest, how do they adjust? They adjust by putting a safety in that hole when they split 12 out wide like that. And they're playing zone defense. That way it keeps those linebackers that can still play the run, right? It's not like they have to blitz and give up on that. They have a nice game plan on defense, and they're doing well with it.
Oh, my God! Hook and ladder! Come on, Caden! Camden Toronto! To 10! The 5! Get in, kid! Get in! Get the touchdown! It is a hook and ladder! Are you kidding me? Jackson Custer, a beautiful pass to Jack Warren-Avage, who flipped it at a perfect pace to Camden Toronto for the hook and ladder touchdown. Let's go!
Well, I'll tell you what, we said it last drive. Toronto is going to get that football. You can't leave this man out of the game. We just saw him make Toronto make a heck of a hit, and then we see Toronto on a touchdown. Definite playmaker.
I tell you what, how fun is it right now to be a Falcon fan in the stands? This is what high school football, playoff football is about. This is just the best. Now listen, that was exciting, but there is 5 minutes left in the third quarter clock with the whole fourth quarter. That was just some fun stuff.
All right, playoff football in South Lebanon at Earl Boltz Stadium. It doesn't get any better than this.
Hey, if we haven't showed the receiving stats yet, we're going to get them up here in a second, because not only does the Falcons run the ball, but we got some receivers that make plays. Last game, Warren-Avage, Toronto made a lot. How about that? Warren-Avage to Toronto there. I don't know who gets credit. I think Warren-Avage gets about 20 yards. Toronto gets the last 40 to 50 yards. Good gracious, that was fun. All right.
Good luck catching Toronto.
Okay, Hempfield catches it at the 1 yard line. We need a coverage here. Jumps through.
All right. Oh, Beard dislodges the ball.
Beard! Waiting for the signal from the official. The ball's on the ground. The Falcons are cheering, and they got it. How about the kicker? How about the kicker, Eli Beard, coming up, put the hit on him, and they get the recovery. Just a huge 2 plays back-to-back for the Falcons.
Just when they think they break it, here comes Eli Beard, absolute kicker, completely dislodges the ball from the running. Excellent play.
So instead of 1st and 10 for the Knights, it is 1st and 10 for the Falcons on the Knight 43-yard line. Let's get the offense back out there and see if we can go towards that end zone again.
Now, Mike, you played Madden football enough. What do you do after a turnover?
You go for the end zone.
You go for the end zone.
All right, let's see what we got.
Let's see a post for the touchdown. Well, I'll tell you what, they were looking for a post.
They were certainly
touchdown.
looking for him, and Custer had a couple of defensive linemen in his face where he couldn't step up and unleash it. Makes the safe play, pulls it down, and gets about 7 yards. As much as we would have loved to seen him throw that, we'll take a 7-yard gain on first down.
I'll take a 7-yard gain anytime. I'll tell you what, and this is where these guys they're having some fun.
All right, 2nd and 2, maybe 2nd and 2.5, maybe a 3.
So here's your weapons. Tirado split to the left. Warnavich split to the right. That powerful offensive line. Give the ball to Zimmerman. First down.
Yep, first down for Zimmerman. Give our skill players and everybody a chance to catch their breath as Warnavich and Cam were pretty far down the field after first down. Viveros in for Starry. Viveros made a real nice catch for a touchdown in the first game. Saw him in the hall the other day. He was looking forward to playoff football.
Here we go. Tight end of the boundary. Trips to the right. Looking to roll out.
Custer's pass intended for Tirado is incomplete.
Yeah,
but there was a
defense
defender
by
right there.
Hempfield.
Yeah,
Good defense. So it takes us to what? 2nd and 10. We're in 4-down territory. No big deal. Let's get half and get into 3rd and 5.
Get back ahead of the sticks, as Coach Smith always says. One of my favorite football sayings I've learned from him.
So here we go. 2 tight ends, 2 split. Zimmerman is still in the backfield.
Give to Zimmerman. Looks like he gets about, nice little end push there. Instead of a 2 to 3 yard gain, it ends up being a 5 to 6 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
You know, you see Zimmerman getting up off that pile, but I'll tell you what is nice is you see number 58, Christinger, getting off a pile with him, right? You see number 70, Tristan Long, get off that pile. They're pushing these guys. They don't stop. They're going to keep him going.
All right. 3rd and
here we go. Wildcat
4.
again. Zimmerman
right to
snap.
It's going to be close to about. It's going to be about 4th and 1. I think they're just short. So 4th and a
close.
Little less than a full yard.
So let's see what the Falcons come up with. 2 tight ends, same formation, split Custer out, Wildcat. It's tough, 10 on 10.
Zimmerman
gets it, pushes through,
for a
gets
first
it.
down. Nice job by the guys up front.
Well, Alex Kissinger just took his defensive end, drove him about 5 yards downfield, and put him on his back. That's called a pancake, Coach. I don't know.
Yeah.
You weren't a lineman, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good to have too.
I tell you got to give a little bit of credit to. I certainly was not a lineman.
No.
But Alex Kissinger is a steady weight room worker for Coach Dresch.
I'll tell you what, if Heisey's is listening, I know 5 guys that could use some pancakes tomorrow morning.
Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage there from Custer. Had some couple guys open.
Actually, you might as well throw Seth Warren in there and Starry too, because they've been blocking like great at tight end.
Coach, I don't know if you've heard, but we like to call it the He-Man special, where you go in, you ask for that. You get pancakes, you get bacon, you get sausage, you get eggs, and you get some other stuff that you don't even know.
There should be some potatoes in there too.
Yeah, there's some home fries.
It didn't sound like enough carbs until you hit the potatoes. So
you get those good old home fries.
All right, here we go. Trips to the field.
2nd and 10.
Same play. He scored a touchdown. That looks like the same thing.
Number 14, Gabe Williams gets him by the shoestrings before he was into the end zone.
So what you're looking at is great here, Coach. Hempfield's, they're packing the box, okay? They're playing 8, 9, 10 guys in the box if they can. We're going trips that are in tight and pitching that ball out to Zimmerman out on the outside, and they're just pinning. And when our receivers can pin their linebackers and safeties inside, Zimmerman's got a great lane to run. It's a great scheme.
Okay, so it's 1st and goal from the 8. Not only have we moved the ball down the field, we're starting to take some time off the clock here. Zimmerman!
Touchdown.
Get in there, kid! Get in there! Zimmerman follows the big men into the end zone for 6 more for the Falcons. You love it. You love to see it. You get the big play from the guys out wide, and then you get a drive where it's just push up front from the big men, and Zimmerman finishes it off.
Yeah, we talked about it. Listen, who brought him here? These linemen, Zimmerman, running the ball. You got to get them the ball. They've done that in the second quarter, in this third quarter, and it's producing for them. Was that good?
And with 1:42 on the game clock, Ethan Bowman's extra point is good, and it is 35-17 in favor of the Falcons. What a set of 2 offensive possessions. When you get 14 points on your first 2 possessions of the second half, that has got to make everybody happy. It has made the fans happy because they're getting some freebies right now. Footballs, T-shirts getting thrown out by the cheerleaders. Courtesy of some great local businesses. One of them I know is Angelo's Pizza.
Oh, off the window.
We need one more up here into the window. Ah. All right. Kickoff it's off his hands. He's got to field it.
All right, Coach Rohrbach, let's see your hands. Coach Rohrbach, let's see your hands. Let's see how we do this.
All right, we got
the Falcon cheerleaders about to throw one of the mini footballs.
Miguelina Cabrera. Ah, that's a good catch. That's a good catch in the stands.
It was a nice throw. Let's see. The second one might even be better.
Oh, no. All right, the opening kickoff was bobbled, and now the Hempfield Knights have the ball 1st and 10 on the 5.
Oh, look at this special delivery, Mr.
Miguelina
Rohrbach.
Cabrera, you're awesome.
She's
Let's
the
go.
best.
Handoff to Caldwell. Check that. Today gets about 5 yards. It's going to be first and 10.
I'll tell you what, and Mr. Rohrbach, not just that the Falcon cheerleaders delivered us a football, but how about the support staff around here? So you look at our cheerleading team, our band, dance team, twirlers. We really do have great opportunities for all of our kids to get involved. Our student section is excellent. They do a great job of getting involved and supporting each other here.
All right, Mike Siteman, I got to get back to the focus of the game. 2nd and 5 here for Hempfield on the 10. Keeper from catch. Looks like he's going to get that first down. The footballs the kids are throwing out, the cheerleaders, courtesy of Blue Mountain Bathrooms. Thank you to Blue Mountain Bathrooms. Not afraid to get another sponsor. Shout out there. Check out Blue Mountain Bathrooms for all your bathroom needs.
All right, so here we go. You look at that quad formation to the field, split into the boundary, throws that hitch back to him.
Nice catch from number 12, Braden Charles. The ball looked like it was going to sail out of bounds, but he caught it, and it's going to be 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. One back, trips to the field, 12 into the boundary. Looking to go double move back to 12 again.
Nice.
Great play.
Nice defense from number 5.
Luke Oriole.
Luke Oriole there. Charles had a step on him, but
I'll tell you, that's about the 4th or 5th play. Luke Oriole has just made a solid play as he's been the last man of defense. If Coach Smith was here tonight, he'd tell you he's played that corner position. It's a lonely position. You really don't have a lot of help behind you. And, he's playing up tight coverage on a really good player in number 12.
Right.
Luke Oriel's having one heck of a ball game.
3rd and 5. Let's get a tackle. Fees drives him backwards. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And as the 3rd quarter comes to an end, the score, 35, Cedar Crest, Hempfield 17. Let's give one more opportunity to thank our sponsors. Lebanon Federal Credit Union, an incredible sponsor all season. We appreciate their support. Banking made easy. Heisey's Diner. The food is finer at Heisey's Diner, Route 72, north of Lebanon. This is the time when you get in there, you ask for the ice cream bowl because we're about to get to the dessert time of the night. You know they have some apple pie ready to go. And we got some new sponsors that are courtesy of the stuff they're throwing out. Blue Mountain Bathrooms. Angelo's Pizza. You know what, Coach? It's also nice to see a lot of staff out here at the football game. I saw a lot of teachers here. Mr. Worry, Mr. Ibarra. Some principals are out here. Mr. Snyder. Also, Mr. Dissinger down there in the field. Mr. Hassler and Mr. Moyer up there back in the booth doing a great job for the live stream team.
Don't forget Coach Boger.
Coach Boger down there.
I'll tell you what, and it's a family affair around
We got
here.
a fake punt from Hempfield that gets the first down, but there's a flag on the field.
And it's back in Hempfield side.
So that's going to back them up. So instead of 4th and 7, it's going to be 4th and probably half the distance to the goal line. So it's going to be 4th and 12. The fake is going to be a lot tougher here.
I'll tell you what, it's a good sign just mentally for the Falcons when Hempfield is faking on their own 18-yard line. They're pulling out all the stops at this point. I think the last thing they want to do is get the ball in possession of the Falcons.
All right, so 4th and 12 here. Punt is going to be short, but takes a Hempfield bounce and rolls to the 44-yard line. And with 11:34 on the 4th quarter clock, the Falcons are up 18, 35-17. I've thanked a lot of people tonight, all of our sponsors, but if I haven't thanked the Falcon Foundation yet, let's thank them. They provide a lot of the equipment to our live stream team and a lot of support to our student athletes and all of our students out there. Thank you for the Falcon Foundation. Still waiting to find out who won the Falcon Foundation golf tournament a couple weeks ago. All right, 1st and 10. Trips to the far side. I think you're going to get a heavy dose of Isaiah Zimmerman here. Work some clock with up 3 scores.
And I'll tell you what, if you're interested in the Falcon Foundation, we have parent-teacher conferences coming up in the elementary schools and the middle school. I know the Falcon Foundation will be there with a table available with information. If your kids are interested in educational opportunities, athletic opportunities for the summer, they are there to provide that for our students. Our kids are very fortunate to have a foundation like the Falcon Foundation in our district, so please take advantage of that. All right, here we go. Trips, same formation. Actually, they're going to bring Viveros back to the left side.
Custer
Play action.
Looked like he was going to throw it deep. Get down. Custer's sacked at the backfield.
Sometimes they just don't bite on that play action. And it makes it a little bit tougher for the quarterback. We've seen that a few times with Jackson tonight.
3rd and 12.
But you know what? He did the right thing. Go down, live to fight another play. Coach Horn take his time, get the play in, let that clock run down. Right now, clock's their best friend.
All right. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 2 running backs in the backfield. Handoff is to Josh. Oh, Josh Trakosh gets his first opportunity of the night and gets about 11. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like they're keeping it on the offense on the field. Yeah, I think the punt team is coming in. No, maybe
timeout.
I think we're going to get a direct snap here, Coach. Yeah, so it's 4th and a long one. Maybe we can get them off, draw them off sides here. Get a freebie.
Here we go.
Although
Wildcat again.
Timeouts, Falcons. So Coach Lambros takes his time. You know, if we can get a first down here, it's
okay. And, you know, you're looking at it. You're on Hempfield's side of the field. 4th and 2. You've got options. You're going to run the ball. You're not going to throw the ball. You know, do they want to go big on big and take it up the middle of the Wildcat, or do they even want to spread it out? You've seen what's happened. We've done that pitch to the outside. Yep. That's been open all night for Zimmerman. You need to keep the clock running, keep the ball on the ground. This is a pretty big down for the Falcons.
Our student section theme tonight was Halloween, obviously, from last night. So a lot of different costumes out there. And if you didn't tune in before the game, there was some LL Lancaster Lemon League game day by our broadcast video team. Had some pics of the games coming up. All right, 4th and 2. Oh, joy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. So
all right, Zimmerman with the saving tackle.
The direct snap to Zimmerman is fumbled and goes back 20 yards. And it is going to be now 1st and 10. Hempfield's ball inside our 20-yard line. So a play that was working incredibly well all night goes wrong on a 4th and 2. Coach, all year we've seen the defense come up with huge stops in big situations. Let's see if they can get another stop right here.
Going back one-on-one at 25. Nice play.
Yep. Pass is intended to Abrams from catch. Fees on the coverage, knocks it out. Good coverage.
So 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Falcons are still in a good position, up over 2 scores at 18 points. Hempfield is in this more of a bunch set with 2 split. Falcons still sitting with 2 safeties, playing the run and the pass.
Hand off to number 5.
Tough
Caldwell.
yardage between the tackles. Not surprising, 44, Starry on the tackle. It's been tough running for the Hempfield all night inside those tackles. They haven't really been able to move it much at all.
So 3rd and 8, 8:30 on the game clock.
Got to imagine this is 4-down territory for Hempfield. The field goal's not doing much for you, right?
You know, they're 3 full scores down. So even if it was, they got a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, they would still need a 3rd score. So timeout goes to the Knights. That leads them with 1 timeout left. It'll be interesting if they don't get this first down, if they're going to try to get that field goal, knowing that at least makes it a 2-score game. But with not a lot of timeouts left and the Falcons' ability to run the ball, you know, they're running out of chances to score.
And I'll tell you, you know, if you get in that huddle over on Hempfield's side, all coach is telling them is, listen, guys, we're in good position right now, okay? 3rd and 8. We're inside the 20. We can't get. There's no 18-point play. Okay. Let's get the first down. Let's get up close to the first down, and let's get in on this drive.
All right, here it is. 3rd and 8.
Trips to the left, tight end to the right. They definitely moved early, so they're going to back them up.
Yeah. So we got a false start from Hempfield.
Tell you what, credit the Cedar Crest band on that one. Sweet Caroline draws a false start.
Yeah.
Nice work, Falcon band.
So it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Blue band, take some cues from tonight. Help out Penn State tomorrow. Here we go.
You know, luckily, I think they got some big sound systems in that
Yeah.
those stadiums now. I'd love to see the. All right, 3rd and 13. 2 to the far side, 3 to the near side. Throw is over the head of number 25. So it's going to be 4th and 13.
So this will be interesting. Do they kick it?
I mean, you're at the the ball is spotted on the 24-30. That's a 41-yard field goal.
Yeah, and Hempfield, they're a solid team. There's no doubt. They should be in playoffs. They have a lot of good athletes, but there's not many plays in the playbook for 13 yards. You know.
All right, they are going for it. It's a 4th down and 13. You got to think number 12, Charles, is going to be involved here. Catch steps up and throws a beautiful pass right over the middle to number 16, Zion Caban, who makes the catch and has a first down on the goal line, just short of the goal line.
Yeah, good play. And I'll tell you what, 12's been a decoy more of anything in the second half, and the reason is he's an excellent player, but they've had some of their other receivers be able to step up and take some shots down the middle of the field and split those safeties.
All right.
They're a good team. So let's see if the Falcons can hold them here. Here we go.
First and goal from the 2.
Strength is in the middle for the Falcons.
Keeper for catch, and he's in the end zone. So with 7:43 on the game clock, it is 35-23. They are going to probably no reason yet to go. Are they going for 2 here, Coach?
I wouldn't think they would, but they might. I mean, at some point you're going to have to go, whether it's now or later.
7-5. Okay, I think it's a 12-point game right now. If they make this, it can be a 10-point game.
Looks like they are. They're going on the left hash.
Yeah. So they got to.
They're going with their 2 tight ends.
This would be a huge stop here because that would require them to take that last field goal out.
Very well defended by the Falcons.
Well defended. Oriole was on it. Pressure on catch, and his pass was incomplete. So after the 2-point conversion that is no good, it is 35-23, a 12-point lead with 7:43 to go. Falcons need a couple first downs here. Would love to see one more score to lock this game down.
Yeah, and they're doing okay. And if you go back a few plays, you know, really kind of what hurt the Falcons was just field position. They were moving the ball well, you know, an errant snap. Hempfield picks it up, and now they're starting on the 30-yard line going in. That's hard for any defense to defend that. So wipe that out. Any good team, you've coached a long time, right? You know, you can't do anything about the past. Wipe that out, restart, and get that drive going here again. So we've got Tirado back deep. We've got Zimmerman back deep, 2 very explosive players. Let's see what Hempfield tries to do on this kick. Do they kick it deep to him, or do they squib it?
Keep an eye out for an onside kick here. So it's going to be end over end. Zimmerman's going to let that get into the end zone. And it's 1st and 10 Falcons on the 20.
Yeah, you talked about it earlier, right? Turnovers are key. I think you said one of the coaches talked to you about that earlier. You know, what have we seen? Some turnovers here turn into points. You know, right there was a turnover, turn into points for Hempfield. a few drives before. Huge hit by Beard after a touchdown on a kickoff, right?
Yep.
Turns into points. It's definitely been an important part of this game. So Warnavich isolated here into the Falcons sideline.
Keeper from Custer. He's got space. So first down.
Really nice job by the lineman. When you see a quarterback, when you see a back, like, you know, they're able to make a long run up the middle. What you're seeing that because the linemen are getting to the second level. They're getting to linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that without getting the linebackers. That's great offensive line play.
Certainly that's the kind of first downs the Falcons need to keep the clock moving.
We've got Starry in at tight end. Seth Warren still in at tight end.
Handoff to Zimmerman, gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Here comes Starry out, another wide receiver in. You know, second and 9. You're probably not in 4th down territory right here. Honestly, you know.
Yeah, if you certainly want to try to get as many first downs as possible and make, when Hempfield does get the ball, they've got to march down the field. We can't give them a short field here.
Yeah.
Little pitch to Tirado, some space. Come on, Cam. That's a first down, Falcons.
Yeah, good play. I mean, they set that up. That's off. That's an option off of that inside zone. You know, they just pounded it a couple times with Zimmerman. Here you bring Tirado in motion over the top and get him outside with Warnavich outside blocking for him. Great play call.
You know what? It looks like we had a flag that I didn't see.
Was there a flag?
Yeah, it looks like some illegal motion from the Falcons. So instead of a first down, they're going to march it back 5 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Okay, 2nd and 14. That's fine. You know, what are you looking for here? That poised quarterback in Custer getting in the huddle saying, guys, we're fine. 2nd and 14. Let's get half. Let's get 7-8 yards on this. Wouldn't be surprised to see Warnavich down the middle of the field right here.
Hand off to Zimmerman. Gets close to that initial line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 11. Maybe 12. 5:45 on the game clock. Hempfield down to 1 timeout. Falcons will have 2 timeouts remaining if needed. RJ Young checks in. Viveros out.
Another tight end. That clock is the Falcons' best friend right now. That thing can't run fast enough. Here we go. Trips to the Hempfield sideline.
Custer steps up, has time, throws it. Come back, RJ. And he got it!
No, he didn't.
RJ Young! Hey!
Great throw.
When is it time? When's a good time to throw it up? When it's one-on-one and your receiver is 6'7". That is a nice throw, knowing the personnel on the far side. Huge play from RJ Young.
Mike, that's just a rebound. Just go up and rebound that thing high, right?
Listen,
take it off the rim. We're good.
You love to see it. You love to see these athletes playing multi-sports. Yep. RJ could have easily said, hey, I'm getting ready for hoops. I love that he's out here helping his team win. 1st and 10 Falcons, ball in the 35.
Here we go. Custer inside. Not much doing.
Custer with the keeper. I think RJ Young learned his leaping ability from our principal, Mr. Groff. That guy can really leap. I don't know. Obviously must have been checking in with Mr. Groff and got his leaping instructions from him.
All right, so here we go, Falcons. About 4 minutes left. 2nd and 12. Give it to Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Up the middle.
8 yards. I tell you what, we are getting to the point now. Oh, geez, we got a timeout on the field. So just under 4 minutes on the game clock. It is getting dangerously close for Hempfield. Outside of turnovers or something crazy happening, there's a lot of positives leaning to the Falcons right now.
Absolutely. And I know, Coach, we don't like to talk about those linemen too much, but you know what? Give them credit when credit's due. Number 70, Tristan Long. He's put in the time. He's done a great job out there. Senior. Number 58, Alex Kissinger. Senior. Okay, doing a nice job. We've got a lot of good players out there that have been just doing really well for that Falcon line.
I want to give a shout out to I've saved this one all season, but two kids I had at elementary school, Christian Viveros and Malachi Victor, used to wear their arena flag football or arena football jerseys into 5th grade, talking about all they want to do is play football. I love that both these guys are out here contributing on a home playoff game. Love seeing when kids, have a dream and a drive and things are kind of coming to fruition for them.
Doing a great job. Here coming off the field right now, 64, Jaden Storm, doing a great job. Number 68, Carter Eisenhower has had an excellent game. Players are doing well, and I believe we had number 50 come back in there, Aiden Arnold again, senior, coming in to help out one of his teammates when needed.
Custer on the key. Oh, geez.
Oh, boy.
Nice. Oh, my goodness. Zimmerman. I tell you what.
Sometimes you don't draw them up that way, but they go well.
That's the kind of play that you're saying, no. Go, yes.
That was Mahomes-esque.
Yeah. Custer tosses it the last second when it looked like there was nobody there. And Zimmerman got a first down, and now it is 1st and goal for the Falcons. They are 5 yards
So that
from
was that.
putting
That
this
was
game
that
out of reach.
speed option that we saw Zimmerman. And, shades of Jackson Custer. 25 years ago, a young Isaac Custer in red at Anvil Cleveland. I heard he used to run the option, and when he'd score a touchdown, he'd go sit on the couch in the end zone.
Zimmerman, touchdown.
Touchdown.
It is a Falcon football touchdown. And with 3:35 in the game clock, it is 41-23. Ethan Bowman in to attempt the extra point.
Great plays by the Falcons. Jackson Custer, great job. Zimmerman, great job. He's never denied. He doesn't stop until he's in the end zone.
Extra point is good, and the Falcons are now up 19 points with 3:35 to go. They are only 3 minutes and 35 seconds away from their first playoff win in over 25 years. I was told the last time Cedar Crest won a playoff game was 1997 when head coach Lambros was in his senior year. How awesome is this? Coming full circle, Falcons get their first playoff win under Coach Lambros in a long time. The last time he was on the field. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's great. And I'll tell you what, Coach Lambros has done a great job. He's been around for a long time. Started at the junior high level coaching. I coached with him for years, did a great job. He's been through a few different head coaches. He's waited his time, and he's really stepping up and doing a nice job leading the program. And it's nice to see that for Coach Lambros. Great success, great family support. It's awesome.
Eli Beard's kick short. It's going to bounce twice before Hempfield picks it up. 16 goes far and has some space.
Garrett Starry on the tackle, 44 at about the 38-yard line. I don't think Starry gets tired. He's just all over the place all the time. He is going to be a heck of a player over the next 2 years.
Sure, Garrett Starry gets a little energy and adrenaline from his uncle Mike, who was a basketball star here at Cedar Crest back in the day. And an all-around good guy.
So there's your guy Malachi Victor out on that diamond formation. They're going to go to that one-on-one back to 12. Oh.
Oriole looked like he had a chance at catching that for an interception, but it went to number 12, Braden Charles, for a touchdown. And the one thing we don't want to do is give up quick plays, and unfortunately they did that there.
Yeah, you know what? It's tough. Just like we've been going to our athletes all night. We've been going to Ward Avich, going to Toronto. 12's their athlete. He's the one that brought him here. He's who they're going to go to at the end. By formation, they give him a one-on-one shot. He's going to win some of those. He is. That kid is a good football player. And I'll tell you what, their quarterback, you've called his name a lot tonight. He's a good quarterback. They've done well.
We got a third man to the boot tonight. One of the guys that was down at the LL game day, Coach Ibarra, coach of the middle school football team. Oh, it's blocked! Extra point is blocked by number 17, Caleb Feast. Coach Ibarra, second-year social studies teacher. What'd you see on that play?
Coach, I preach it in practice. You got to get your gaps and dive for the football. Don't touch the snapper, though. Great execution by Coach Lambros' team.
Thank you, Coach Ibarra, for the tip. Always good to have extra eyes in the booth. All right, so with that block, extra point, it stays at a 13-point game with 3:18 on the clock. Guessing, I asked for it last time, are we going to see an onside kick? We're probably in that territory. We're going to see something now. Yeah, there's not enough time to kick, stop, punt, score, get a stop or onside kick and score again. Like you got to get a turnover at this point. So
it has to go 10 yards before Hempfield can touch the ball, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. So the ball bounces off one of the Falcon defender, and Johnny on the spot, Caleb Fees, sees it and
just blocked
the kick, falls on it. I mean, really two huge plays from Fees there.
I mean, really, if the linemen tomorrow are getting a He-Man special for breakfast at Heisey's, I think they got to pick up Fees and bring them with them. Those are two good plays right there.
I tell you what, when you get a home football playoff win, you take the whole team to Heisey. The whole team goes to Heisey's.
Take the whole team. Coach Lambros, take the whole team.
Hey, and don't forget, if you get to Heisey's Diner and you're there in the morning, you mention the Cedar Crest High School broadcast. Isaiah Zimmerman, stiff arm, 5-15, 5, touchdown!
And there's your answer.
Just in case the game wasn't already locked up, let's nail the coffin shut on the Knights.
You know, you were talking about quotes from Coach Smith. One of my favorites from Coach Smith, and he would probably be saying it right now, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
That's fantastic.
And Zimmerman comes through with it.
Zimmerman for the touchdown. We are an extra point away from 49 and a 20-point lead. Bowman's kick is good. And with 3:05 in the clock, the Falcons have a 20-point lead, 49-29. And like I was saying, if you get to Heisey's Diner and you mention the live stream, I heard they give you free refills in the coffee and extra ice in your water.
Wow. That's a deal. That's a deal.
Lebanon Federal Credit Union, they're going to cut the lines down for you at the ATM. No cars in front of you. This is awesome. It is a beautiful November night here for playoff football. What a special opportunity for the Falcons to get a home playoff win in front of their friends, in front of their family, the students, the support. Just a great night to be a Falcon. Beard's kick, end over end, is received at the 5. You got to wrap this guy up. He is a dynamic returner. Number 16, Zion Caban, has made something out of a lot of nothing multiple times tonight.
I'll tell you what, great game. There's no quitting either of these teams. You could absolutely see they both deserve to be in playoffs. One of them is going to be moving on, and we're getting close enough to say, Coach, I think we might be shutting down South Lebanon next Friday, getting on the road to nowhere, and going up to Wilson.
So Wilson will host the next round of the playoffs. The Falcons lost 14-7. I know our coaching staff is certainly looking forward to a rematch, but knows that Wilson High School football team is playing really well right now. Little flea flicker here. Nope, little end around. The left-handed number 13 was looking for Charles deep down the field.
I guess the real question is there any chance that LL Game Day and CCHS Today takes it on the road next week?
You know what? I don't know if the Game Day takes it on the road, but maybe maybe they can get a 8th period or a flex period Game Day filmed on next Thursday or Friday.
At least a promo.
At least it may be a promo. It's tough to ask. The broadcast team does an incredible job here, and they're asked so much from so many different angles. I mean, an absolute huge shout out to the live stream team that has produced these live streams all year. If you see any of the kids involved with Cedar Crest High School broadcast video, give them a shout out. Tell them thank you.
There it is. There's your guy, Malachi
Victor sealing it. It's going to be victory formation in a second. A little something about our broadcast video team. They are known around the world now as the Bullies of the East, just letting you know. That's a story for another time. The East Coast Bullies, I believe. East Coast Bullies. They had 2 video submissions to the Student Television Network that finished in the top 10 of the nation for their horror film entries. Check them out on the Cedar Crest YouTube page, CCHS Today YouTube page. All right, 2:18 on the clock. Malachi Victor with an interception. Looks like we're going to get a couple kneel downs here, or why not hand it off to Josh Trakosh? A great kid out there. He had a great Halloween costume the other day.
What did he go with?
He had a skateboard. He had a skateboard. He was carrying a skateboard around on Falcoween.
Like Michael J. Fox.
He wasn't a Back to the Future outfit, but you know.
I always think of that, Back to the Future, when you think of skateboards. They were onto something with the hoverboards back then. They knew they were coming.
If you're planning on going to the Wilson game next weekend, reminder that all tickets are online. All tickets are online and will be needed to be purchased online. So for our Falcon fans that are traveling down to West Lawn next weekend, just like tonight's game, all tickets must be purchased online. They are not sold at the door. You must get them on your phone or laptop. You can print them out, but tickets must be purchased online if you're planning on seeing the quarterfinal game in West Lawn next week. One minute on the clock. It is a sweet 1 minute. The first home playoff win in just over 25 years. The student section is sensing it. They are already up on the fence. The handoff to Trakosh gets the first down. And by the time this is spotted, they will not need to make another snap. A huge congratulations to the Cedar Crest football team as they win their first home playoff game, their first playoff game and first ever home playoff game. An absolute mastery performance from the Falcons.
Yeah, what a great team effort, too. I mean, how many names did we call tonight on both sides of the ball? Yep. So many guys involved, so many guys making key plays, well-coached game.
Yep.
Had adversity, overcame it, had a lot of poise throughout the game. Great job. And here's your favorite play of the game right here.
Yep.
Kneel it down.
A huge thank you to everybody that brings this, especially the live stream team. Great job by our coaches. Thank you, Coach Mr. Burton, for being the co-pilot tonight. That was awesome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It was an absolute beautiful home season to broadcast. We are looking forward to bringing you more games in sports throughout the winter. Basketball will be here before you know it, but not before another playoff football game. Congratulations to the Cedar Crest High School football Falcon team of 2024, a 49-29 win of Hempfield over Hempfield. Thanks for tuning in. Have a safe trip home, and have a great weekend. Good night.